Hey guys, in this video we are going to talk about future value FV and present value PV problems. We talked about simple interest and how to compound the interest rate and to find the number of times you calculate that interest rate in the previous two videos. In this we are going to look at a couple of examples, how to use the PV and FV formula, and very important, how to identify if a problem is a PV problem or a FV problem. So in the first case, Sam is depositing $5,000 in the bank. That means the money in his bank today, without any interest or anything that it has earned, is $5,000. And he likes to grow that money. So how much will his money be after 4 years? That is, in the future, how much it's going to be. And the other information that we have are the interest rate, I, and you have to convert the interest rate here to decimals by dividing by 100. And when you do that, the I becomes 0.032. So you write that 0.032. And because it is compounded quarterly, you will have to divide this by 4. That's because you're calculating this interest rate 4 times a year. And so this rate here is annual rate, so you have to divide that by 4. Now the number of times you have to calculate in all is 4 years, but each year you're calculating 4 times because of this quarterly, so it is 4 times 4, 16 times. So using the formula FV equals PV 1 plus I to the power of n. So substituting the numbers here, 5,000, 1 plus 0.032 divide by 4 to the power of 16. Note here that I'm not dividing the interest separately here in this place and then substituting, because if you choose to do that, then you will have to use all the decimals that you see in your calculator here. But if you do it directly here and let your calculator do the job, you're saving yourself a little bit of an extra step. So I'm punching this into my calculator, 5,001 plus 0.032 divide by 4 to the power of 16, and I have this number, which is $5,679.87. Take care to round the cents here. Remember, it should always be 2 decimal places because it's dollars and cents. Round up and down accordingly. So how much interest did he make in the whole deal? He got out $5,679.87. He deposited 5,000 bucks. So the difference must be the money that he made in this investment, and that is the money that he made in the investment. Okay, going to the second question. Now Sam, he's saving up for a Europe trip. He needs 5,000. So he needs 5,000. The money that he needs is in the future. So we know that the FV value is 5,000 and it is for 3 years. Yeah. So how much should he invest today, compounded semi-annually? In other words, what should be the money today? So if you put again all this information in a number line, it'll look like this. So the present value is what? When the future value is 5,000 bucks, and the interest rate we have to calculate, change this to the decimal first before we plug that in. So that is, you have to divide this number by 100, and 6.4 divided by 100 will give you 0.064, and so 0.064. And because it's compounded semi-annually, we'll have to divide this interest rate by 2 because we are going to calculate it twice a year. And the n value would be for 3 years, and because it's compounded semi-annually, that'll be times 2, and that'll be 6. Notice here the interest divided by 2, and the number of times you calculate is years times the 2. And again, you notice here in the previous problem, it was semi-annual. It was quarterly. So you divide the interest by 4 and multiply the number of years by 4. So the PV formula is FV 1 plus I, and this time it is to the power of negative n. So put the 5,000 here, 1 plus 0.064 divided by 2 and to the power of negative 6. So putting this into my calculator, 5,000 bracket 1 plus 0.064 divided by 2 to the power of negative 6, and I get he needs to invest today $4,138.97. Now it makes a lot of sense because when you invest 4,138, that would eventually become 5,000 because it's an investment, money has to grow. So usually the PV value will be less than the FV value in most cases, unless the investment actually becomes bad and the value of your investment shrinks. So that's how to watch out for, but that's the kind of case you're not going to experience in our course. So this is what you need to know about the two possible FV PV calculations. See you in the next video.